Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome, everyone. Look, if you're using AI in your workflow right now, especially for critical calls on hiring or resource allocation, you are literally walking through a minefield of misinformation. In today's explainer, I'm going to walk you through exactly why we urgently need to calibrate our AI judgment skills. We've got to put on our investigator hats today, right? Because just blindly trusting the machine, yeah, that's just not an option anymore. Here's the masterclass playbook for today. We're going to hit the AI reality check, then break down the anatomy of AI errors. From there, we'll cover spotting the red flags, run through a fact-checking checklist, open up the verification toolkit, and finally, wrap up with building sustainable systems. Let's get moving. Part 1. The AI reality check. It's time to burst the bubble. AI is not a fact checker. Not even close. So what exactly are we up against here? An AI hallucination isn't a bug. The machine isn't getting confused. No, it's actually doing exactly what it was built to do, predict the next most likely token in a sequence, based purely on statistical patterns. It's just pattern matching. This is why it'll confidently spit out a fake legal citation or totally fabricate financial stats out of thin air just because the numbers kind of look right in a sentence. It's a world-class pattern matcher for sure, but it is not a truth teller. And this brilliantly illustrates the real-world danger. Picture this. You ask an AI to summarize a candidate's profile. It spits back, led teams of 20-plus engineers. Wow, sounds incredibly authoritative, right? Perfect for the role. But then, you actually click over to their LinkedIn, and reality hits you. They managed 6 people. 6! If you just trusted that AI summary without double-checking, you could be making a catastrophic hiring decision based on an absolute fabrication. Which brings us to part 2, anatomy of AI errors. We really need to understand exactly how the machine lies to us. See, AI doesn't just make one kind of mistake. It's got a whole menu of them. You've got context collapse, where it just entirely flattens out critical nuance, like missing that a candidate's 3 years of professional experience happened after a coding boot camp, not before. Or it pulls outdated info, presenting market conditions from 2023 as if they're happening right now. And maybe the scariest one? False confidence. It will state completely unverified, highly uncertain claims as if they are absolute rock-solid facts. Let's zero in on over-inference for a second. Say you feed the AI a candidate's GitHub data. It confidently declares, oh, they're a prolific open-source contributor. Why? Because they had 50 commits last month. Sounds great, but the reality? 40 of those commits were tiny little spelling or documentation fixes. Only 10 were actual code. The AI just generalized way too much from one extremely limited data point. Okay, part 3, spotting the red flags. Let's open up our tactical toolkit. I gotta ask you directly, when you're reading an AI output, does it actually pass the smell test? Does it feel just a little too perfect? A little too certain? You're all professionals with deep, hard-earned industry context. You have to start applying a really healthy dose of professional skepticism to literally every single AI summary that crosses your desk. So what are we scanning for? First, absolute language. If the AI says someone is clearly an expert in something, major red flag. Watch out for leaps of logic too, like assuming that just because someone did a stint at a big tech firm, they automatically understand large-scale systems architecture. Nope. And be on the lookout for suspiciously convenient timing. Say the AI notes they worked at Stripe exactly when Stripe was pushing hard into machine learning, so it infers they're an ML expert. Actually, they might have just been doing standard payment processing. Don't fall for it. Part 4. The facts-checking checklist. Let's look at how to evaluate risk systematically and quickly. Here's a rapid 5-minute checklist you can start using today. Step 1. Actually verify those years of experience against the primary source. Go look at it. Step 2, check the real repositories or the direct job descriptions for their technical skills. Step 3, match those grand leadership claims to their actual titles and the size of the company. And Step 4, validate domain expertise through tangible, specific projects. If you consistently apply this exact standard, it standardizes your entire evaluation process. It stops systematic errors in their tracks, and it catches those AI hallucinations every single time. Moving right along to part 5, the verification toolkit. Time for some actionable heuristics for those really high-stakes decisions. The absolute golden rule here is the 3 evidence rule. If the AI gives you a massive claim, like calling a candidate a systems design expert, you literally cannot accept that at face value. You need at least 3 independent pieces of proof. That could be their actual job history at an infrastructure company, specific GitHub projects related to systems, and maybe a public talk they gave on the subject.
If you can't find 3, yeah, that claim is probably just the AI over-inferring again.
But your ultimate verification tool? The interview question method. Let's say the AI synthesized that they're an expert in payment systems. You test that directly. You sit across from them and just ask, tell me about a specific payment infrastructure challenge you personally solved. Their answer is going to immediately confirm the AI's claim, or it's going to completely bust that confidence synthesis wide open. Part 6, Building Sustainable AI Systems. Spotting one-off errors is great, but we really need to scale this across the whole team. To make this stick, we use an AI maturity model. Look, you just do not trust the AI on day 1. In phase 1, you verify absolutely everything. This builds your intuition for exactly where the AI fails. By phase 2, you move to selective verification, because now you know the AI is decent at basic timelines, but terrible at inferring actual capabilities. Finally, by phase 3, you've earned the right to trust the AI for speed, but you absolutely have to keep those permanent, non-negotiable guardrails in place for critical decisions. As you start rolling this out, you've got to watch out for these common anti-patterns. Don't implement a new process if you don't know your foundational why. That just guarantees failure. Don't try to change everything at once. You'll just completely overwhelm your team. And here is a huge one, measuring metrics without taking action. If you track that you've got severe bottlenecks in your interview pipeline, but you never actually investigate why or change your practices, then measuring that metric was a total waste of time. Measurement has to lead to action. Instead, you want to coach your team on these core success principles. Listen to me on this. Consistency matters so much more than perfection. And how do we beat that classic, I'm too busy excuse? Through integration. You don't add extra verification tasks on top of a recruiter's already slam day. No, you build these verification steps seamlessly into their existing workflows, the screening processes, and the interview templates. Which really brings us to the core thesis of this entire explainer. AI is a speed tool for reading and summarizing, period. It is not an authoritative source. Your professional expertise, your critical thinking, your judgment, that is the foundation. AI is just the amplifier. It makes a good professional faster, for sure, but there is no way it replaces the need for rigorous truth-seeking. So I want to leave you with this provocative thought as we wrap up today. Take a hard look at your own daily processes. What would it actually take for these verification habits to survive past Monday morning? How do you make sure that healthy skepticism and rigorous verification become the invisible, long-term heartbeat of your team's workflow? Think on that and start building those systems today. Thanks for hanging out with me on this explainer, and happy verifying.